And Turnpole beginning to ease in the betting.
Thirteen favourites in 86 runnings this century have won the Chester Cup, but only 2 since Supernova in 1975. And Top Seas is favourite at the moment. 11-2 Top Seas, with easier to back Turnpole at 6-1. Dato Star is an 8-1 chance, and 9-1 you can get against the bottom one, High Intrigue. And Henry Cecil, bottom weight in the handicap, has trained the 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the Chester Cup, but he's never won it. But the horse for money, as Alistair's been saying, is this Silence in Court, who was 11-1 in the office, is now 6-1. Silence in Court, shut up!
Oh, there we go. Waiting on one to load. Syrian up on the outside, and also in and out of it is Silence in Court. No doubt about it, great local following, Alan Bailey, just up the road here at Turnpole. Alan Mackay rides Silence in Court. Horse very, very lightly raced. Just taking a turn there. 2¼ miles is Toad Chester Cup. £60,000 in prize money. Silence in Court. Haven't seen the stalls that often in the last few years. A few anxious moments on this local gamble. Taking a turn. Syrian will be one of the last to load. Pink jacket there. So it's Silence in Court going in now. Top Seas 11-2, Turnpole 6-1, Silence in Court 6-1, Dato Star 8-1. That's about it. Kick away then for the Toad Chester Cup, and where does the early pace come from? Cloud Inspector rousted into the lead. Jason Weaver out of trouble out in front. Sitting in second is Sharazan, very wide. Syrian racing fast with High Intrigue, flirting around. Pat Edery holds a good position. Candle Smile just in behind them. Then behind Sharazan is Dato Star. Leonado runs a rail. Wakio taking a keen hold. State Fair on the inside. General Assembly out wide. Forgy towards the back. Ivor Stutter on the outside of Silence in Court and Top Seas. And Turnpole and Old Ruvell and Mithrak is at the back of the pack as they make the first turn. And it's flirting around that gains the upper hand at the end of the first quarter mile. To Cloud Inspector and Candle Smile showing third now. Syrian in 4 and High Intrigue 5, and then behind these comes Sharazan, runs the rail in 6. Dato Star, General Assembly, Leonardo follow. Then Wakil and State Fair and Top Seas. Ivor Stutter, and then Forgy with up on the outside Silence in Court, and then Turnpole and Old Ruvell and Mithak still at the back of the pack, and they spin past the railway arches and make their way past the 5 furlong pole, but they've got 1 mile and 5 to go, and it's flirting around at Leeds. 2 in second place, Cloud Inspector, and running the rail with the bright red sleeves, Candle Smile. Syrian showing in 4, and High Intrigue the outside of Sharazan, these 5 and 6. Behind these comes General Assembly and Leonardo and State Fair, and a lot of the big players are being held up in midfield, but Dato Star is one of them. Dato Star is out of the race now. I hope Kieran pulls in wide. He surely will, because they've got to be fast again on another lap, but it's flirting around at Leeds. To Cloud Inspector in second. Candle Smile is third. Syrian racing in 4. Sharazan, one of the outsiders, in 5. General Assembly in 6. And we've got to look towards the back of the pack still for Forgy, a big player. Silence in Court is well out the back. Mithak and Top Seas and Old Ruvell and Wakil, they're all out of the back. Ivor Stutter makes a mid-race move. Top Seas is in the white cap, the 11-2 favourite. Turnpole's on the inside of him, and they've got to get past all these horses who are bunching as they come up past the winning line with a circuit to go in the Toad Chester Cup, and it's still flirting around at Leeds. To Cloud Inspector, Candle Smile, General Assembly, Syrian, State Fair, then Sharazan, followed by High Intrigue, then Ivor Stutter and Forgy and Leonardo and Top Seas and Wakil. Then we've got Turnpole and Mithak and Silence in Court, and Old Ruvell is the back marker, and they've got just over 7 furlongs to race, and they still haven't got past flirting around, isn't messing around, runs the rail under Pat Edery. The spotted colours the outside, Cloud Inspector. Then on the outside of these comes General Assembly, and 3/4 mile to go. Silence in Court, the local gamble's got to pass 15 horses to win, and he's making his run on the outside, and he's tracking Top Seas. He thinks he's got the one to beat. High Intrigue's making a move, that's midfield, and they're starting to punch up front, and they 1 or 2 traffic problems surely. It's still floating around. Who has it? Whizzing round on the outside, the red cap, that's Forgy, the outside of General Assembly and Cloud Inspector, then Syrian, and behind these High Intrigue, and he still hasn't made a significant move with half a mile to go on Silencing Court. Top Seas is making a run, but that's wide, and they've got just over 3 furlongs to go. General Assembly, Forgy the outside, these 1 and 2. Then back in third place as they pass the 3 marker is Syrian getting closer. Then High Intrigue, Candle Smile. Here comes Wacky with a run, and Top Seas is starting a run too. State Fair behind that, floating around, is dropping away, so too Cloud Inspector. They've got a 1/4 mile to go, and the pace really on here as they turn for home in the Towcester Cup, and it's Forgy pressed on the outside by Syrian. Running the rail is General Assembly, a personal best for that. Wacky, it is very wide on the course. Leonado starts to sprout wings. They're inside the final furlong, and he's got a run on Silencing Court, and it's Silencing Court that's got on. It's all over. It's Silencing Court who's going to win at the post. Silencing Court, Turnpole in second, Leonado third, Syrian 4, then Mithrak encouraging 5, followed by General Assembly and Candle Smile and High Intrigue, and after these came Wakil, followed by State Fair, and behind State Fair Ivers Flutter. Then Top Seas dropped tamely away. Cloud Inspector was the last of those to finish, and goodness gracious me, where has this one come from? Silencing Court, the big local gamble has been landed. Alan Mackay has ridden the winner of the Towcester Cup. He's come home in great style. Alan Bailey has trained the winner. Tarpley are triumphant here. There'll be some whooping and hollering tonight. That's our winner, number 7, Silencing Court. Second horse home is number 11, that's Turnpole, ridden by Tony Culhane, and the third horse home is number 1, Leonardo. They're 1, 2 and 3 in an eventful Towcester Cup in which Silencing Court is returned at 13 to 2, and that really is a quite remarkable run.
And a remarkable run, an outstanding training performance by Alan Bailey, and brilliantly ridden by Alan Mackay. But at the end, there were 2 or 3 horses coming through looking for a run. So important here. You can't come too far wide in this race.
And there was some real drama, John,
yeah,
with Top Seas.
Top Seas was coming there. He had every chance. Jimmy Fortune just been nursing him at this point, and he said, right, come on, here we go. Just time to go, and just beginning to get a bit of a run. Oh, how on earth he stayed on his feet there, you wouldn't know.
Early experience put to good use. That could have been a horrible incident. It was the end of Top Seas' run. He'd been going absolutely superbly. Basically, very lucky to stand up, and well done Jimmy Fortune for actually sitting on him there. There seemed to be a few arguments coming in. I think that was Candle Smile that didn't do him too many favours.
One firm this morning went 11 to 1, that Silencing Court, but only 8 to 1 with Hills. Ladbrokes and the sponsors, the Tote. Back down on the course from 7 to 1, returned 13 to 2, clear third favourite, that Silencing Court. The runner-up Turnpole, the 6 to 1 second favourite. Leonardo was third. That was a double carpet, 33 to 1 Leonardo. And Mark Winstanley in the live said today that if Leonardo won, he's got more chance of winning than Nelson had of getting his eye back. So Mark Winstanley just about right, though finished third the top weight. A great run from that, with the fourth Syrian returned at 14 to 1. And that Silencing Court